For this Rhodes Scholar program, we had very comfortable accommodations at the Tagwati Mountain Lodge, high up around 8,000 feet in the Teton Mountains. For our first day's ride, we drove the main highway to the boundary road between the Grand Teton National Park and the Teton Bridger National Forest. Our disc brake equipped mountain bikes were provided by the Teton Mountain Bike Tours. Here's our lead guide, Brian.
You can see on my gearing system, I have a thumb, or over the top I can use my index finger. Left, thumb, index finger. Thumb's going to make it easier. Going up hills, less resistance. That's my thumb on the right side. Index finger, faster.
Here's a taste of the majestic views of the Teton mountain range we had from way up here. Then it was time to begin our grand adventure. Comes Brian, our leader, followed by our group.
Yeah!
11 Mormon families came here in the early 1900s to farm and raise cattle. After the national park took over, the buildings were allowed to deteriorate until the 1990s. 6 have been refurbished and 1 is still in ruins. This is reputed to be the most photographed barn in the U.S. And this bison herd calls this area home. Day 2 we bike down to and then along the Buffalo Fork. We took a rest break when we arrived at the Buffalo Fork River and availed ourselves of the opportunity to take our group picture. Day 3 we drove down to Grand Teton National Park and biked there.
The first big junction we come to, big with sign, Jackson Lake Junction. I need to take a left there.
We biked 24 miles in the park today, starting on Highway 191, then on the Grand Teton Park Road, over to the Jenny Lake one-way road, and then finally on the Teton Trail, which took us from South Jenny Lake all the way to the Moose Visitor Center. We did have breaks to regroup, catch our breath, rest a little, and enjoy the scenery. Go on.
So when we were looking at the Grand Teton before from Antelope Flats, there were 2 peaks to the right of it. And Mount Owen is the one that's got all the snow on it. That was the one that was directly to the right. The one to the right of that was Teton. Now it's all the way on the left. How did that happen?
We stopped for lunch at South Jenny Lake and then finished biking the last 8 miles on the new Teton multi-use bike path. Beginning of the day 4 bike ride. We're up high in the mountains, 8,000 some feet. Flagstaff Road, Flagstaff Creek.
In general, our trip today is downhill. We're losing about 1,400 vertical feet today.
Good job. Have fun? Here comes our leader for this segment, Billy, followed by Tom and Dave and Ann and Sarah, all of whom are trying off-road mountain biking for the first time and doing very well. You okay?
Oh, shit! I've got it start out on my right foot now, so it's going to be weird in a second.
Again, lunch with a view. Lunch break, I'd say. Our longest sustained uphill of the week. A series of uphills with false summits. The guides call it Despair Hill. A public service announcement by Debbie.
This is a tip, kids, never go mountain biking on a bike that does not shift properly.
Here comes our leader for today, Billy.
Oh, it rattles my teeth! Jack!
Car! All road scholar programs are required to have a strong educational component. Our program director, Cindy, fulfilled this with PowerPoint presentations on Teton geology, Teton habitats, fall flowers and berries and how animals adapt to the winter, and then videos on Marty Murray, who is considered the grandmother of the conservation movement, and the second video on the Greater Yellowstone Ecosystem Management Plan.
Bears love huckleberries. You can imagine them with, like grizzlies have 4-inch claws, picking each huckleberry off and eating it. No, they don't. They take the branch and they just run it through their mouth and just, leaves and all.
Here's a final look at our intrepid bikers and the marvelous Teton mountains in the background.